Members of the Fraser Street Saxtet and Fraser Street Saxaholics, and that is Mercy, 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 which is sort of our theme song. Well, we have some more tunes for you before the open mic, and we will also be playing a bit at the intermission as well. Cool. Oh. Cold blood. Yeah. So much for serving. Yeah. Yeah, definitely 5 more minutes. Good. We do more rhythms.
Okay, so they don't need it.
Thank you, everybody. Once again, we are members of the Fraser Street Saxstat and Fraser Street Saxaholics. Thank you for listening.
So I should give this to.
By the way.
It should be on. Yeah. If it's red, if it's red, it's not quite ready. Oh, so green. You should be good.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
How are you feeling tonight?
Great.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to our first open mic night. We're so happy to have you here. I want to begin with a first housekeeping request. Can you please scan this QR code if you have not? We'd love to receive your information. All it will do is lead you to a sign-in page. So even if you do not want to present or perform tonight, all we ask is that you sign in so that way we can have your attendance. Your attendance helps make these events possible. So please, 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 there are QR codes around. So you can, if you would like, scan this one up here or find one next to you. And please, please make sure to sign in so that way we can have your contact information and keep record of attendance for future events. Can we get a hand applaud for future events? So it looks like we have a full list tonight. I'm going to tell you really quickly how this will work. We are going to hear from you more than you will hear from me, okay? So the point of tonight is to make sure that we are making space and clearing space for one another to celebrate your creativity and your brilliance.
Did you just turn it? It's green?
Yeah, it's free now.
It's green to go?
Yep. And so if you are up here, that ever happens, please feel free to take a moment to pause to make sure the mic is green. And if you would like, you can also just move away, raise your voice, and we will applaud for you. Can you please do a round of applause? We are going to begin with those who have registered online, and then we are going to move our way to the sign-up list for those of you who have signed up tonight in person. Okay, can we do that?
Yes.
Sounds great. Because we have a full night of poetry and more, all I'm going to ask is that you please try to keep your poems or your performance to about 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to try to do at least one poem. Please do not try to read your entire manuscript. While we would love to hear it, what we want to make sure is that we can also hear from other people so that we can give multiple rounds of applause, okay? What I also ask is that we do not sit here quietly. If you hear something you like, feel free to clap your hands. Can I hear you clap your hands? Can I see you snap your fingers? Feel free to wave your hands. If you like to wave your hands, this is a night dedicated to you, to your work, to your brilliance. And we are so happy to have you here. What I will do is I will say the name of the person coming up, and then I will say the name of the person on deck. That means be ready. So we are going to start with Kylie. Is Kylie here? And we're going to keep moving. If someone is not here, we're going to keep moving down the list. And if you are here or you arrived late or you know someone who arrives late, tell them to check in with me. And if there's time, we will certainly go back to them. So we're going to begin with Kylie. And then on deck, we're going to hear from Carrie G. Is Carrie G here? Carrie G going once? Carrie G going twice? Okay, so on deck, we're going to hear from Andy. Is Andy here? Okay, so we're going to start with Kylie G, and then we're going to go to Andy. Please feel free to introduce yourself. Again, we're going to try to keep this to a minimum of 2 to 3 minutes. A poem, if you have a poem that's 30 seconds, you are welcome to do more than one, okay? This is your time, so please, let's have a round of applause for Kylie. It's just a mic.
Good evening. Is that good? Is that okay? My name is no? Okay. We won't mess with the microphone. My name is Kylie. This poem is called When Thoughts Start Falling Like Pearls. When thoughts start falling like pearls, like someone has ripped at the string, and in a bright shock, they go clattering to the floor. One gets on their hands and knees to recoup. I don't know what you think, but it's the guessing that's the killer. I fly high above you, stretch my wings and my perspective, then breathe out and hope you don't see. Call, 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 and call once more if you wish. I won't tire of coming up with new ways to keep you mine for a few minutes. I don't mind the bruises or my iridescent fingertips. You're the motor, you're the best guess. You make me so sick with anticipation that I really do feel like there's something alive inside me that simply was not there last week. Thank you.
Hang on for 10 whole seconds, but I did. The school bus that day let us go with a venomous hiss, and we all stood in silence staring at the stump. As would come to be known a silent memorial for our friend, with no flowers left to lay. We sat on the stump, counting its rings, jumping off of its corpse, resting our backs, until they took that too. A divot remained for those who knew to look, until the scar was swallowed by grieving earth. Autumn's plunge, when I see George's lawn trimmed to the standard, absent of tired leaves, tucked in a striped diamond quilt, I shake my head at the perfection.
Thanks. I need to take one. This. Yes, this one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I have to do this. Good morning. My name is Maritza. Oh, go ahead. My name is Maritza Ledez Rivera. I retired from Penn State University, work as a career counselor, and taught one liberal arts class. I would like if you can enjoy my poem, even though I don't know if you will understand, because as you know, maybe know, I'm a Latino Hispanic woman. Okay, and this one is called.
Marissa, maybe do this one next time.
Okay. Good.
No, it's okay.
That one's okay?
Yeah.
Wants to.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay, this one is the title is etc. It's like and just to give you a little bit of an idea about what this poem is all about. Is a person who lied to this woman and she believed, and then at the end she hates the person so much that at the end it was very, very like a curse. That wasn't me. I don't believe in hate. Hoy mi vida de nuevo al abismo la arrojas, empañada de engaños, calumnias e injurias, y ahora que lejos me acusas de aquellos momentos que luego de hablar me exigieras. El cielo se nubla y su llanto es continuo, igual que la tarde que con tanto orgullo me hicieras tu amada. Hoy aquí de rodillas exijo le des lenitivo a mi pena y descanso a mis ojos que imitan el tiempo y solo llenan mi alma de amor y vacío. No quiero escuchar de tus labios promesas, juramentos superfluos que yo te creyera, cual niño impaciente, inocente que espera el juguete que una noche cualquiera su padre ofreciera. Volveré allí, donde el flamboyán frondoso y el viento tus falsas palabras al viento llegarán. ¿Por qué satisface tu ego humillarme? Si mi pecado mayor ha sido amarte. Eres cual aventurero que una noche tuvo a mis X diamante y entregó monedas en pago al servicio ofrecido. Así he de olvidarte, que es mejor ser ramera pagada que amante humillada. Mas mi sufrir no compara a aquel santo, el que con lanzas y azotes su cuerpo marcaran, y al que difamaron y crucificaron, y su sangre vertiera, quien todo lo diera también por amarnos. A él es que ruego que cambie tu suerte, que derrame sobre mí su furia para cambiar tu suerte, porque te odiaré más allá de la muerte. Y si aún tu recuerdo arrancar no pudiera, pediré de enojos tritura en mi alma, y hacia el infinito los restos lanzarán. Al bagazo inútil, sin rastros, sin huellas, para con la fuerza del que amó de veras, mi alma vagando se extinga en la nada. Okay, thank you. Now this one is about the guitar. I try to make a sense of the guitar that is also an instrument that I really love, and I just want to try to do re mi fa sol la si do is try to make a sense of that in my life and the way that I really love the instrument. Quisiera ser tu guitarra y ser tu eterna compañía. Motivarte a levantar e inventar sonidos, cosas nuevas e inspirarte. Quiero ser una nota al aire, pero la más fina. Ser bemol y un traste sostenido. Combinación de claves que al tocarme con tus manos maestrales, sientas toda mi piel bañada en seda y me ames como ella. Acaríciame con tu voz. Intercambiemos mi alma con la tuya para hacer la armonía junto al acorde que emana de tus notas musicales. Soy las cuerdas en la clavija que afinas a tu antojo. El do será el dominio que te exijo. El re será el recuerdo de tu canción bien entonada. El mi será milagro dejando en mi piel tus huellas digitales. El fa, la fascinante combinación de tu ritmo improvisado. El sol será el momento solemne de tu canción hecho poema. El la es la aureola que me obsequias. El sí es nuestro pensar sincronizado. El do es donde comienza el sonido de lo escrito. Fui tu instrumento matutino hasta algún día que con tus manos vuelvas a hacer de mí tu melodía. Cuando combines el do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, hazme música de la canción nunca escuchada. Y al finalizar tus letras inéditas en tu debut, seré el eco de tu voz en el estuche de tu guitarra. Muchas gracias.
Thank you once again to Charlie and Melissa. Can we give them a... That was so amazing. I also wanted you to know that tonight is not just about representing our voices and our stories, but certainly about representing our cultures, our heritage, who we are as a people. For those of you who do not know, I was appointed as the first Poet Laureate of State College. And so this program, brought to you in partnership with our public library, is also about celebrating all of the experiences in our community. So can we give them another round of applause? Up next, we have Anthony. Is Anthony here? Here. Anthony Zayak. Anthony Zayak. And on deck, we have Emily. Is Emily here? Emily Egna. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Here you go.
Hello guys, my name is Anthony Zayak and I will be reading a poem I wrote called Dragons in the Dark. Thank you. A dragon of doubt that breathes fire in my mind, scorching my thoughts and leaving ashes behind. Its scales of shame, they weigh me down, a monster in my head that wears my crown. The dragon of fear wars with might. Its claws of anxiety, they tear through the night. Its claws of anxiety, it hoards my hopes, it fills me with despair. A beast of darkness, too hard to bear. But still, I dream of a hero's might to slay the dragon, to bring back the light. To find my strength, rise above the pain, to conquer the beast, break free from the chain. The dragon's power wins with every test as I face my fears and let my spirit rest. I'll find my voice and let out a mighty roar, and the dragon of doubt will tumble to the floor.
My name is Emily, and this is my poem, 6 Days on the Tube. A businessman, Oxford Circus to Mile End, spotless navy suit, crisp white button-down, round mottled glasses frame keen eyes. Beneath ends of tailored trousers peek purple giraffe socks. A young woman, Great Portland Street to Wembley Park, wind-blown blonde corkscrew curls, scuffed blue Converse, lime green shirt with mysterious drippy stain. Hand disappears into glass jar and emerges with olive. A bald man, Green Park to King's Cross, creased crimson polo, threadbare khaki cargo pants. 3 white hairs decorate hairless head. Takes swig from bottle liter of cherry coke. A middle-aged woman, Camden Town to Leicester Square, scarlet manicured toenails, strappy gold sandals, flowy tie-dye sundress, arms folded around dachshund, napping peacefully against chest. A young girl, Regent's Park to Waterloo, round sticky cheeks, muddy Hello Kitty light-up sneakers, rainbow-striped knee-high socks, pokes dad and points to word in Locks and Locksmithing Handbook. An old woman, South Kensington to Cannon Street, floor-length cheetah print dress, hunter green jacket folded neatly across legs, large neon blue glasses magnify carefree eyes, reaches deep into burgundy handbag to rub head of purring calico cat. A 20-year-old college student, a month on the tube, blue jeans from favorite thrift store, forest green corduroy jacket given as 18th birthday gift, purple pilot pen jotting notes in pocket-sized notebook, staring at train window, reflection staring back.
Woo! Can we make some more noise for Anthony? Also, while I'm here, can we also make some noise for the children and family who have joined us? Community and family-friendly events. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you hear any of the babies in the audience, that's just because they're excited, and we're excited to have them too. So next up, we will hear from Ide, and on deck, we will hear from Oluwayomi. Ide here? Oluwayomi here? Okay.
Hi everyone. It is Ide from Washington, from the Bahamas, and this is a poem about my grandfather and when I saw him feeding fish one day. And it's titled "Get Your Fisherman to Break It Down Storm." He'd have gone to the dock to get some fish, some goggle-eye, grunt, and snapper to cook with Good Friday evening meal, humming to himself. Oh, you best sing, oh, yes, sing. And when you reach Montague Bay, bursting scents of rotten conch and fish guts in the air, to him, the fisher boy, because all them men on the dock was boy to him say, get you a fisherman. Old man, he'll get you fresh fish, fresh with fly, fresh with salt and seawater, 2 pound a head, a tail and body for 20 plus 10 to cut and scale. To sing he best parent song. And he'd take this song for select and look in to save $1 for them fisher boy who would charge an old man like him so much just to chop and scale 2 pound of fish. And that slight light and stir up a storm in him, a lightning bolt and a thunder crock in the sky blue ocean bay. And he said, right there, before he take a big fish, let me cut and scale these fish myself, because boy, I don't know who I is. And so my papa, one hard island man who used to serve royalty and celebrity, who was the most prim and proper, always best dressed, always best smelling, clean shaven, pants always pressed, God-fearing, non-drinking Anglican, a miracle indeed, and filled with the Holy Ghost, nicely to a fault, yet uncommonly giving, come home with chalky fish to fry in the back that he had on the same white table that been there since before I born, full of old pink can and throwaway things. And he was certain he could fly me fish, and I didn't even know that he could do that because he himself told me how his own pa used to take all his brother out in the water except him, and he can't swim. And even now, he wouldn't go deeper than he can stand. And I watched that old man on that white table gut and scale them fish with the deft hand of a fisherman's son. And I should have known that he, like all the Lutheran generation, would know how to skin with fish. And I swear that Papa started singing about flying them fish. And he just get you a fisherman who could break up any storm. And you could do when we out on the water. And you best sing, oh yes, sing, sing your best herring song. And you take out your scaling knife and peel back the offering. And always give God thanks for the storm water. And the wind wave around your vessel. And when you're down in the hole of life, bereft in the schooner's flight. And when waving you're around in the ocean, and you need to cut the current dancing you on the water. Take out your raking knife. And when you're crossing the deep, with the wave running high, and you need calm the spirits down, they best sing their best sailing song, to still the rolling wave. And song to send back storm to the water, and song to send back our troubles to the sea. Oh, you best sing, oh yes, sing, sing your best parent song. And I swear to you, through and by the thought of line, the fishermen that I come from, that run all the way back to the sail singers and shipwrights of Andres and Elutra, who built boats to sing the costly archipelago by starlight, and my papa knew a storm to quell every storm.
Thank you. I'm Oluwayomi Awe. For simplicity, just say the comedy Oluwayomi. So we're reading a poem I titled Solace. In moments deep for solace, we yearn to lay down our heads as life's pages turn, surrounded by many, yet feeling so lone. With hearts weighed down, our voices but moans. We seek out warmth and comfort with trust. Yet friends close in space and spirit just dust. Their presence a shadow, their essence so slight. Tears wish to fall, yet they flee from sight. To the heavens, our silent pleas we send. To the God who knows, who loves, whose love will not end. His answer comes sweet, not a second delayed, even when our cries are fragile and afraid.
Oh.
Ooh, can we make some? Those were some amazing pieces that we heard. I want us to give them another round of applause. reminding us that our stories are meant to be shared, that our stories are oral, that poetry and music are not separate. Thank you so much. So, really quickly, what we are going to do is we are going to invite some instrumentalists who you may have seen earlier today back to the stage. Can we give them a round of applause? I'm so grateful because joining us are high school musicians. They are taking the time out of their week to join us, and we are going to have a rendition by the Saxaholics, followed by the Sextet. Can we give them another round of applause?
Hi, I'm Declan McGinnis. I'm Bryce Wondrick. I'm Henry Frederick.
I'm Emerson Rands, and we're playing Mountain Deep Mambo. Woo!
1, 2, 1.
Declan, for filling in for one of our other members as well.
Yes. Well done. Well done. Yes, well done.
Now I know we can be louder than that. And I know that you are getting ready to pack your things up, but can you take a look at the audience while they're giving you a round of applause? Amazing. And I want you guys to know this because I think that it's extremely important that our young people, our young artists know that there is a artistic life ahead of you. Okay, so thank you so much. Now, we would love to have them keep it going. We hear that in the audience. We would love to have them keep going tonight, and hopefully we'll have them join us at future events. If you are enjoying this evening, please, please, please let us know because that'll help make sure that we can keep this going. Of course, it is a school night, so we want to make sure we get them home. Okay, we want to support them in their academic studies as well as in their artistic lives. So let's give them another round of applause. Next, we will have Max. Is Max here? Yeah. And on deck, we will have Julie. Is Julie here? Okay, great, Max.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Hey, my name is Max. I wrote this about the pursuit of greatness and about those who achieved it.
There was a fountain in the earth's center, where the immortal souls bathed. Those who fought, sang, and died for freedom, a lighthouse for the lost sailors. They never looked back. Tomorrow was not an option. The only word is now. While we feed our heads with fused tequila, roadhogs driving out of fear and loathing, until the TV fuzz is the only sound. They are nimble in pursuit, quiet in conquest, slithering through back roads no one dared to touch. Their presence can't be found in the pursuits of human pleasure, by the last breath of a perfect day, in the way a village joins in feast, a joyride for living ghosts. The fountain comes to me in dreams, intoxicating in gold. It curls back its finger and sings to me. Now, my moments of wake are haze of color, as the cradle of the night guides my feet, until I lay my head and hear the call of the immortals at the core. This is destiny's nod, the force of creation, tapping on my shoulder. This is the mark of greatness, hiding in the thrush, and I will capture it one day. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry. Hi, my name's Julie, and the first thing that I'm going to share with you is a poem entitled Tribute to Irene. Like a witch conjuring the elements for a spell, rising winds rustle the sleeping palms, wind's commotions stir the air. I can smell salt water, a flicker of light goes off. I'm sent back in time to a place by the shore on the boardwalk in Maryland. The spark dies and I return. My chestnut eyes glisten as setting gold paints the heavens. Floating cotton dawdles like a mouse on pause. The energetic motions are motionless. The lustrous dream yields the coming strength. I sense the innocence in the air. Televisions and radios begin to play that loud beeping song. The vibrations of the witch's cackle shake the walls of the stream. The day was frozen as if the hourglass was endless. The walls come crashing down, and the yielding stops. Havoc stench is near. Water's fall is approaching. I am waiting. Are you ready? For only my eyes can see the dream. My second one is really short. Give me a second to unlock my phone. This one doesn't quite have a title. Always, each moment, a keepsake intertwined with the roots of my soul. Where love grows, the solar flare of your lips still linger. As air falls cold, I remember infinity. Yes.
Let's hear another round of applause for that. I want to remind us, for those of us who are just getting here, please make sure you scan the QR code. We want to make sure that we can contact you for future events. And certainly this event is being live streamed, so that way we can also get this to you, okay? So please make sure that you scan the QR code and fill out your information. There is going to be an announcement in the next minute or so. So I want to be mindful before I call the next poet up to read that we just listen out for that announcement so it does not interrupt us. In 2 minutes. Okay. Well, I can tell you who the next poet is. The next poet is going to be Jenna Lee. Jenna Lee, are you here?
Oh, no. She just put her name down.
No? Okay. Okay. And we will have John. Is John here? John Patashnock. Is John Patashnock here? Okay, so after this announcement, please get yourself ready.
So I saw messages or something. It's an excerpt of an excerpt of a manuscript. It's a couple paragraphs. I didn't know if that was fair game.
I think that's, we have, yeah,
It'll be like 2 minutes.
that's fine. But that's fine.
Yeah, please don't do me. Yeah, my vote. Fine.
Is Lovebug here?
Why should I want that many? That's like so much better than John. You love me, sir.
I know I still refreshments. You guys want to like take a short breather?
Yeah.
There's smoothie, there's water.
Yeah, please grab some refreshments. We have cookies, drinks, please.
Thank you very much.
I show up when I can. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel right.
Thanks.
Voy por ahí, como hace mi pijama, que no se vea esto.
Yes, here. We are. I do that on campus and it works. Like everybody stops like talking and they all focus their attention on it. Hey guys, I'm just gonna bring everyone back here. My name's John. Appreciate you both were really good. So everyone was really good tonight. So thanks everyone. So this is an excerpt of an excerpt. Very mini selection of a manuscript I wrote that focuses in part on the 2022 football season. What you're going to hear is from the end of the game after the home finale against Michigan State. Sean Clifford, starting quarterback at the time, forgot to ring the victory bell. So imagine that high school valedictorian forgot to pick up their diploma on commencement day. Everybody's gone and now they go back out to the field to get their diploma and then you follow them. And so this is my attempt at kind of taking folks behind the scenes and like what they don't see on television. So just a couple minutes, I'll be quick. Finished with the media, Sean Clifford exited the media room and into the tunnel entryway with the illuminated Penn State Chipmunk logo to his right along the blue brick wall and the entrance to the locker room across from him and turned left. Strolling through the South Tunnel, he then covered the same ground as generations of legends before him, Hall of Famers, All-Americans, and even the 1973 Heisman Trophy winner, John Cappelletti. Names that live in lore among Penn State alumni and fans and followers of the sport, champions and warriors, and even heroes. One of them was mentioned a few sentences ago. Fathers and sons and brothers, future doctors, scientists, artists, and musicians, noble men and women who spilled blood and shed tears upon the same field which Clifford had led the Nittany Lions. Through a global pandemic, during seasons that ended with 11 wins and top 10 national rankings, with his brother Liam as a teammate. Unless you wear the uniform yourself or coach these student athletes, you are still an outsider. There is no other way to become part of that club. For those chosen few, they enter the arena as a combatant, not as a spectator. And as much as I would like to believe that I occasionally drift into the former category, I know that I will forever fall into the latter. Pony Boy, Soda Pop, and Daryl Curtis, Dallas Winston, Johnny Cate, Steve Randall, and Two-Bit Matthews. That's my group. That's where I belong. So despite our physical proximity, I'm trailing Clifford by less than 10 feet. He is very much heading out toward the field by himself. Do you mind if I record this, or do you want this moment to yourself? I ask him. Outfit in his post-game sweats, blue and white jogger pants and windbreaker, backward ball cap, with a youthful beard and an equally welcoming and warm smile, Clifford turns. Go for it, he said, pausing a second. I appreciate you asking, though. Clifford then gives me an opportunity to catch my balance so the shot would be balanced. Standing in front of the victory bell, ready to give it a swing, he peeks over his right shoulder to see if I'm ready. I nod, he rings the bell, its rhythmical beat echoing through the night air. By waiting 2 seconds, the essence of the moment transcended. Oh, you are here. I was like, oh, you just get to keep talking. There you go. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's give John another round of applause. And as you mentioned, that is an excerpt from a larger piece, which means that there are more opportunities that we can hear from you. So please continue to share your work with us. Is Amelia here? Amelia, thank you.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm reading a poem called Pine Violet, and it's about loving someone who's far away. I must wait for my leaves to unfurl, to photosynthesize and take on the hues of life, for roots to burrow in soil so deep that they cannot be unearthed by a well-intentioned gardener. I must nourish myself with robust minerals and reach toward the sun in perpetual bloom. I was a delicate husk before. Winter will not wither me again. I plainly ask that you wait for me, quietly, in the stillness. And when you weather the storms alone, do not bow to their winds, but drink in their waters. When your foliage intertwines with another's, grow into love with joy, and know that I endure when the last petal falls. Plants are patient. We have time to flourish in separate gardens before cultivating one of our own. Oh, the harvest will be bountiful. I am always growing towards you.
Thank you so much, Amelia. Can we give her another round of applause? Now, what usually happens is you put out a sign-up sheet and many people sign up. But then there are sometimes people who join us and do not know that they would like to share. And so as we conclude the night with all of the folks who have already presented and performed, who has signed up, is there anyone who maybe felt inspired by something they heard tonight that would like to take the stage? Woo! Please join me up here and tell us your name.
Oh, yes. So my name's Eric, and just blessed with you all. First, let me just say that. Thank you all. Poetry, man. Poetry, beautiful. So I'm going to read two. The second one's a goofy one that I wrote for my mom in the hospital, but the first one's a deep one. So it's called roadside assistance. And I think to grasp it, let me give a little backstory. So my wife and I and our daughter were on the way to Pittsburgh. And we didn't think she should be moving to Pittsburgh. And maybe the Lord agreed because our car broke down on I-99. And as we sat there and I was waiting for the AAA guy to come, and they got a ride from a friend, and I'm a poet, not by profession like you all, right? But you just can't help yourself when you got these things inside of you. And so I'm standing there, and it's called roadside assistance, right? Now, one of the things you have to understand about my life is that, so I grew up in Montana, and sort of the theme of my life, I've always had a great interest in taking care of the environment. And deeper than that is the relationship, the deep, deep relationship between people, all people, and the earth. That's probably enough. But picture yourself standing on the side of 99 with the cars zipping past you. Okay. Roadside assistance. Down the slope, natives cuddle together with invasives pressing in. Then mullein and thistles with grasses at the shoulder, whose great-grandparents leapt from spinning tires years ago. A scattering of human artifacts, metal, rubber, Q-tips, car parts, smashed cans, phone cases, pieces of wood, bits of string, and then an oddity, a thing no man could muster, a maple sapling growing, retelling the succession stories she grew up hearing from her ancestors. First the grasses, then shrubs prepare the way for us with sparrow and toad, great-grandmother had said. Next, the maple clan is called in to push the tent pole of the forest up to the stars for hawk and deer and bear. Then a mound of gravel like an old riverbed winds through the forested hills, hard-packed, crusted top, huge metal boxes speeding past, animals at the wheel, the rumble scream of rubber feet against concrete. And beyond, a verdant hillside dives towards the azure sky, oak, beech, and maple, sentinel along its flanks, unmoved and unimpressed. So to totally change up the vibe, so my mother was in the hospital, and she knows I love to write poetry, and sometimes she'll say, honey, write a poem about fill in the blank. So she was in the hospital for some kind of heart situation, and she commented about the strange looking gravy in the hospital food. And so what emerged was kind of a Dr. Seuss kind of thing. So you get kind of the rhythm here. It makes me laugh every time I read it. So I recorded myself reading it to her and sent it to her. And it's called, Why Does the Gravy Come in So Many Colors? Why does the gravy come in so many colors? If I had my kitchen, if I had my druthers, sometimes it's brown and sometimes it's tan and sometimes it's greenish and out of a can. My God, I call out, isn't this a place of healing? It seems no potato has been subject to peeling. Out of a box, out of a can, out of a microwave? Do they take me as a fool? Am I that naive? The nights are blips and filled with bleeps. I've only 2 hours to count my sheeps. Perhaps in the galley down in the hall, the gravy man labors, overwhelmed by it all. The people to feed, to make well again. Maybe the colors are his way of communicating a little love from the kitchen to set patients' hearts aflutter, to get them home, to get them better.
Thank you so much. Let's keep the round of applause going. That concludes our time tonight. Unfortunately, in order for us to make sure that these events happen, we also need to make sure that we are spreading the love and we are spreading the word. So if you enjoyed what you heard tonight, or you enjoyed the experience of just sitting next to the person that is right beside you, please make sure that you reach out and you let us know. Of course, tonight could not have been possible without the librarians who have stayed back after a full day schedule to make sure that this was possible. Please give a round of applause to Maria Burchill and Christine Walsh, who are right there in the back. Please wave your hands. And I also want to show some love to poet Terry Watson, who is our tech for tonight, and has made the live stream possible. And last but certainly not least, please show some love for yourself, because of course, who are we without an audience of supporters? Thank you so much. Please make sure that you grab some food on the way out. Thank you so much for coming.
Take three.
But it's okay because we're on her page.
Okay, how would you do?
I didn't know what to be that person.
Black history.